going on out there, American truckers? How are all y'all doing this evening? Well, you got Snapper here, coming at you. Now I'm going to talk about a trucking company I personally have not worked for. So I'm going to put that disclaimer out right here from the front. I know a few people who have, two in particular, that talk to me quite a bit about this trucking company. Anyway, and today, one of them being a former student of mine, pretty good guy, he's from Florida, he works for him. He sent me pictures of his messages back and forth with them, so I know what he's talking about, and I know he's telling me the truth. He's not BSing me, and he's had the same things to say about him that the other guy that I knew there had to say about him. And both of them were there a couple years apart, so I guess it's just the way they are. If you currently work for them, maybe you can comment down below if your experiences are a little bit different, or whatever the case may be. So, the company I'm talking about, I call them Kibbles and Bits. Their actual name is K&B Transportation. I think they're out of Sioux City, Iowa, or something like that. Excuse me, I smoke way too much. But anyway, oh, by the way, I got this new mic. It's like a miniature. It's the one that's supposed to clip to your shirt, but I find I get better sound on it if I actually hold it up like a mic. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, K&B Transportation, or K&B Transport, I call them Kibbles and Bits. It's the blue trucks, you know, got K&B on the trailer, refrigerated. They run a lot of Tyson, I believe. Anyway, let me get into it, and I guess it's going to kind of be a review, secondhand review. Like I said, I do have some pictures of some messages that went back and forth that verify this. I'm not going to put them up in this video, but I am going to post them on my Facebook group, American Truckers United. So if you're interested in actually seeing what was said and kind of developing your own opinion about it, feel free to go to American Truckers United, the Facebook group, and you'll see it there. And there is another Facebook group that's called American Truck Drivers. They're close, you know, the names are close. Make sure it's American Truck Drivers United, or American Truckers United, and you'll see a picture. One of the pictures that comes up in the middle, or the front of my video, is in the back of the screen on our Facebook group. But anyway, or you can shoot me a message on Facebook, and I'll gladly send it to you if you want to get a look at it. Get a look at the messages that went back and forth. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into Kibbles and Bits here. Number one thing that I don't like at all is they want him to run split sleeper berths all the time. Not only do they want him to run split sleeper berths all the time, but if he doesn't remember to turn his phone off when he goes to bed, they call him. They will call and wake him up to get him moving. And from what I understand, they do it pretty regularly. They'll blow his Qualcomm up, or whatever it is that he uses, PeopleNet, whatever it is. They'll blow that thing up. They do threaten him. One of the things they did today was they told him that they were going to dock his pay. You know, they were going to take money from him. I'm not too much a supporter of any of that. I don't believe in treating drivers that way. The other driver that I knew that worked there told me kind of the same things. He said they would bug him a lot. You know, try to wake him up, get him moving. Something this driver told me that stood out, and I told him he really needs to watch it, is because they call and wake him up so much, he's tired all the time, and he's finding himself getting drowsy going down the road and different things like that. And I told him he just got to remember to shut that phone off. You know, you can't drive like that. You can end up having an accident. Somebody's going to get hurt. You know, and if you end up killing somebody, you're going to have a real hard time in court trying to tell them it's the company's fault when you're the one driving the truck, you know. all you experienced drivers out there, you already know what I'm talking about. Years ago, a lot of companies were that way. Especially the starter companies, a lot of them were that way. Kind of pulled BS like that. They would call and bug us and do different things, but as you gain experience, you move on, go on to better companies, and they treat you better. But anyway, they do have guaranteed pay there, but you have to get 2,500 miles, I believe, or you got to be available all 7 days. Anyway, there's some kind of something or another there. Another thing that they do, and both drivers have told me about this, is the office will change their log to make it fit what they want it to be. And apparently editing their log is almost a daily occurrence. The office will go in and edit it so that they can do whatever it is they need to do. He did send me one of the messages where they edited his log, because the computer will send you a message that your log's been edited and you have to go in and accept it. And he's fixing to be leaving them. This driver that I know, he's going to be leaving them within a couple of weeks. He's going to be going to work for Artur Express, I believe. They pay up to 68 cents a mile. I think he's only got a couple years of experience, so I think they offered him 65, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I don't know a lot about Artur. I have heard some good things about them, or Arthur, however you pronounce it. So I am interested in hearing how his time there goes, and how they treat him, and also how they run. The recruiters have been telling him it's all east-west freight, no Chicago, no New York City. So we'll see, how that goes. Them recruiters tell the truth about as much as my 17-year-old daughter tells the truth, But anyway, I just wanted to put this out there in case you're looking at Kibbles and Bits, or if you work for Kibbles and Bits and they are treating you that way, I want you to know you can find a better company. You don't have to put up with that. You can make more money than what he's making there. I've seen his paychecks. Mine are higher. I'm sure there's other companies that are higher. You can do better. And this 2021, man, them calling to wake you up, man, you ain't got to put up with that from nobody. Myself and anybody that knows me will tell you they wouldn't get 2 weeks out of me. About the first or second time they woke me up, that'd be that. They'd have the truck parked back at their terminal, and I'd be taking my credit card, renting a car, and going home. That'd be the end of that. But anyway, I hope this helps some drivers out there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, whatever side it's on. I think it's this side here, I think. And don't forget to hit the like button, which I think is that side there. And drop a message. If you've got a good experience at Kibbles and Bits, I want to hear about it. If your experience is the same, I'd kind of like to hear about that too. It helps these other drivers when they're looking for a good place to go. Helps them not make some of the mistakes that some of us have made over the years, I myself have never worked there, and to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad I haven't, and I'll never apply there, so. And the reasons are just as I just stated, those things like that. Anyway, y'all take care, have a great night. Don't forget to hit up that Facebook group if you want to see these messages. I'm going to post them here in a minute. And stay safe. Remember, we're all a family out here. We look out for each other. That's something that was old school. We need to bring it back. We all look out for each other. We all stick up for each other. We're family. We're around each other out here on these highways more than we are around our families at home. And in my opinion, I don't care if you're a local driver, a regional driver, a dedicated driver. You're a driver, you're a driver. So y'all stay safe, keep it between the lines, and keep trucking.